On this week's episode, we talk about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness,
along with all the other pop culture updates and news from the week. Okay, we just got back from seeing Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Holy guacamole.
Yeah, it was really good. It was very strange.
Yes.
But it was really good.
Yeah, I would put this among my very favorites of the MCU. Like up there with, well, I might still just be hyped up from seeing the movie finally, but up there with like Thor, maybe even the first Iron Man. It was really good.
It was really good. It was definitely, the first one was good. This one was better. It was more complex. It was more deep. It was had more characters, and well, we're not gonna spoil anything.
Nope.
So let's just talk about what you know before you go to the movies. You probably saw the trailer. You probably saw the post-credit scene on Spider-Man No Way Home. On this one, we see a Doctor Strange dealing with a multiverse of madness. We don't know what's gonna cause. We don't know who's the bad guys, who's the good guys. We do see in the trailers, and one thing that happened this week was one of the producers, the big boss of Marvel, said that the trailers show way too much, and they do. Some of the latest trailers show glimpses of a shield, a Captain UK shield. If you saw What If, you might know what I'm talking about. We hear the voice of Patrick Stewart, known for being the Professor X, and we see glimpses of other characters that, to be honest, it could be a surprise. It could be saved for the actual movie. But what else can I say about the trailer?
Well, I mean, this is something you've talked about all the time, and in fact, there was I've already forgotten, but there was a trailer we saw before this movie that did exactly that. Like, it got to a point where it was a good trailer, and then it just started revealing a whole bunch of like the twists. Oh, it was the new Buzz Lightyear trailer. And yeah, and they just really revealed like this huge plot device that would have been so cool to be surprised by in the theater, and they blew it, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
So kind of happened in Multiverse. That said, they managed to keep hidden a pretty major part of the movie, and I'm glad they did, because I think it made it better. It's part of why we're not going to spoil anything.
Yeah, no, it's definitely worth the wait, worth the surprise. Surprises. There's a couple. Really nice surprises. FYI, if you want to go watch the movie in the theaters, there's a post-credit scene right after the main credits, the main cards, the beautiful ones. And there's one after the entire credits.
Yes.
A
true end credits.
Yes.
Post credit.
Yeah.
I would say, unlike most Marvel movies, this is not terribly family friendly, and that I wouldn't take little kids to see it. There's no swear words. There's no like excessive violence or gore, but it's directed by Sam Raimi, right?
Yeah, Sam Raimi, known for doing horror. He did horror movies before. He did the Evil Dead movies. He did Drag Me to Hell, and it's like you can tell this movie was directed by a horror film director.
Yeah.
And it's different from Marvel Universe. It's not like horror per se. It's like nobody's gonna get scared. But there's horror elements throughout the movie.
Yeah, and there's definitely some images that I think would be disturbing. Like, I always think of our 5-year-old, and I use her as kind of the metric. She would have been super freaked out by some of the things, just some of the imagery that was there. So be mindful of that if you're taking kids to see the film.
But there's the traditional Marvel humor.
Yes.
You're gonna laugh. There's some very funny moments.
Yeah. And there are a couple of like the small like plot holes or like rule breaking that happens in almost any superhero film. Something that they didn't do, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you know how quite often in Marvel movies the scope of a hero's powers will change dramatically throughout the film. Like suddenly when they need to, they become super powerful, and then suddenly when the plot needs it, they can't do
Ah, no,
something.
they did. They
You
did.
know?
They did.
Okay, well I didn't notice it as much
Oh, and
in
it
this
was
one.
yeah, we're gonna talk about it later, but I mean,
Okay.
as soon as I saw, I was like, come on, really?
Okay, well maybe I was just like
Yeah.
super caught up in the movie.
But besides that,
Um,
besides any problems, any issues
Mhm.
the movie might have, I guess all movies have. Nothing
Mhm.
is perfect.
Yeah.
It's a really well done.
It is. The villain is so great.
By great, you mean bad.
Yeah, I mean truly bad. Right up until the very end, I could not conceive of how this villain would be defeated. Like the stakes were high, and that's something I really like to see in superhero movies. Would they need something super to overcome? Otherwise, like what? Why are we here? What are we doing? And so I think this is one of the best villains I've seen in the MCU. Um, there, it was beautiful. Of course, great special effects and everything like that. Good character development for everybody. And I feel like it did a really good job. It felt like new. Like we're finally truly moving on from everything that happened like pre-Endgame. It felt, even though they still reference it a lot, this felt like a truly a new chapter for Marvel, and I super enjoyed that. I don't think you need to watch What If before you see this movie. Um,
I
I
mean,
do recommend seeing WandaVision though.
yeah, but they did. Even when they introduced Wanda to the movie, they
Hmm.
kind of like found a very creative way of retrospect.
It's
The most
true.
important thing about the end of WandaVision.
That's true.
Yeah, which I thought was pretty cool,
Hmm.
and it's good. It works. It works really well. It's really entertaining.
Hmm.
Some jump scares.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, no, Sam Raimi did terrific. He
Hmm.
did great. Which is it's he was in the news because the movie came out. He was in the news talking about
Hmm.
Spider-Man, and
That's right. He did the
someone
Tobey Maguire ones,
yeah, yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay.
So he basically started this whole thing, right? Marvel
Yeah.
Universe. He basically, I
Hmm.
mean, I guess the X-Men movies came first, but anyways, he he was on the news and someone asked something about Venom, and he said, I didn't see any of the movies, but I'm
Really?
glad, yeah, I'm glad he's doing really well. I was like, yeah, probably doing well. People is paying to see, but I doubt people would like go back. Like for this Doctor Strange, I would totally see again. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's that good.
Yes.
But but yeah, no, it's yeah, it has tropes and problems and has some
Hmm.
tropes from horror movies, which is pretty fun to see on a Marvel movie. And it has some self-reference. The director put some stuff that he put in his own movies.
Yeah.
Even
There's
the
that one actor who's in every one of his
oh
movies.
yeah, there's a
Yeah.
cameo from I mean, I guess that's not a spoiler because Bruce
Yeah.
Campbell is all in the Spider-Man
He
movies
is.
because Sam Raimi did.
And it's
So
never the same character. Like he's
yeah,
right.
yeah,
He's
never
yeah.
same
He's a
guy.
totally different guy every
So
time. So.
in this one too, you might
Mhm.
recognize him from the Spider-Man movies or from
Mhm.
Ash versus Evil or from the Evil Dead old movies.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's
Mhm.
solid. It's fun, and yeah, we recommend.
Yes.
Anything else? The
Highly.
music is good. Danny Elfman did a terrific job.
Yeah. I did. Yeah. No. Go see it. It's definitely worth. This is definitely worth one splurging on an IMAX experience if you can. Just it's definitely grand and they really take advantage of every bit of that screen space. But yeah, definitely like I would say a PG-13 type crowd, not for the squeamish.
Yeah,
But yeah, super fun. Definitely one of my favorite things from the MCU recently.
yeah.
I would like to see it again. Yeah.
Cumberbatch is better. I don't know if they
Oh,
change
he's so
anything
good.
on the makeup, but on the initial scenes of the movie,
Mhm.
it's like he does. I don't know if he got older since I mean, I guess Spider-Man, or maybe it's something in the making. But he does look more like Doctor Strange. If maybe even if compared with the first movie that we saw we saw the night, he does look more like, because Doctor Strange is not only a doctor, to get to be a doctor, you have years of studying it. He's an accomplished doctor, so he's an older guy. And after he becomes Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme, there's more years, so he is an older guy naturally among his peers. Yeah.
But yeah, no, he did. He's wonderful. He's wonderful. Yeah, go see it. That's the end of that.
Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness is available nationwide, everywhere.
Yeah. And with it comes
As a matter of
couple
fact,
of cool trailers.
There's I can't remember, there's AMC Theater in New York. There's a showing in 70 screens, something like that. Yeah, there's something about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. But we did get to see a couple cool trailers. One is for the new Avatar: The Way of Water, which, just like the first one, was visually stunning and had a mildly interesting story.
Yeah, I heard people in the back at the movie was like excited, super excited. I was like, I'm not sure if super excited is the word. Maybe it was his plan all along. Maybe it's like nostalgia because some of these people saw when they were teenagers,
Sure.
and now they are adults. And it's like, plays on that. Maybe it was his plan. I don't know. He kept saying that he was working on technology, and he said the goal was to have the movie on 3D, and people would be able to watch on 3D without the need of glasses.
Which would be so cool, but
I don't think he got that yet. I don't think. Yeah.
Oh well.
Anyways,
I've never gotten it, but anyway, so that's the thing now. And they had like an actual clip from Top Gun Maverick.
Yes,
which was
one of
fun.
those IMAX special. This, I don't know how long was this, but they usually show like a big sequence. I mean a short sequence of the movie, and they show the entire sequence on IMAX, and the shots and the music and the action is exciting, and can't wait to see.
Yeah, it looks good, and they did a smart thing. They showed us a clip that gave away nothing about the plot that we didn't already know.
No, yeah.
There are people in jets.
Yeah, no, they always did that. I remember when I went to see, I think it was The Hobbit. They had now the first 9 minutes of Star Trek. What's the second one? Into the Darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like 9 minutes is a big piece, is a sequence, and it's just the initial sequence. And this is the first 9 minutes of so.
Which doesn't have much bearing on the rest of the.
They are on a planet. They escape the planet, and they cut to the trailer. So it pumps you, but it doesn't give much away, which is good.
Yeah.
We don't want to find out that Khan. The guy that wasn't Khan
like
was Khan, even though everybody knew and suspected it was Khan because Trekkies are not that fool.
Yeah, we're not dumb people.
Yeah,
we are not. Speaking of Trekkies, and space. And forces that go out into space. Space Force, the Steve Carell show on Netflix, has been canceled, which was not a surprise.
Yeah.
I
mean, its second season wasn't as good as the first.
It wasn't.
And they had John Malkovich and Steve Carell, but the writers didn't deliver. And it's when you worry about the less important things, and you don't worry about the important things. They had a new character, the trans character, just for checklist, right?
Yeah, I don't even remember that.
That's my point exactly.
Oh, what a waste.
But the story itself, they lost. They didn't improve. Yeah. They not even kept the quality. It's not like they didn't improve because it's hard. But they didn't keep the quality. They dropped down, and it's gone. Too bad.
Yeah, which I think just goes to show how hard it is to make like a really good show, because they had everything going for them. A great first season, a phenomenal cast, and John Malkovich acted the heck out of this season, but it just
and maybe it could get a third season, but Netflix is cutting stuff everywhere.
Yes.
Sometimes even blaming you for sharing password, which I think is BS. Is the CEO is like, they losing
Yeah.
subscriptions because of the controversies they get involved, the problems, the stuff that they been putting out and people not appreciating, so they leaving. And the CEO said, "Oh no, we lost those millions of subscribers because password sharing BS." Anyways.
Yeah. Anyway, so that happened. Oh, Saved by the Bell was also.
Saved by the Bell, the reboot on
Mhm.
Peacock,
Yeah.
was canceled after 2 seasons.
There was no bell to save
There
them.
was, yeah.
Sorry, did I steal your joke?
No, I
I
wasn't
apologize.
about to make that
Yeah.
joke.
Okay.
But yeah, any other cancellations that we should?
Yeah, DC is cleaning house.
Yeah.
DC and CW, yeah. So,
And hopefully for
mhm.
some new universe or some Snyderverse.
Yeah, there's room now. There's room now. So Wonder Twins was there. There were rumors or announcements that there was going to be a Wonder Twins movie that got canceled. Thank goodness.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I don't know if it's thank goodness. It could be fun. It could be funny.
I think they make a great animation or
Yeah.
like a fun little like a series of shorts maybe on HBO Max.
Shorts. Wow.
Yeah, like that'd be fun.
I mean, I see the credit gives it was a movie. It could be animated. It could be fun. It could be shorts.
I've never seen anything from the Wonder Twins that made me think like yes, movie.
Have you heard of this character?
Form of origin film story.
Have you heard of this character known as Peacemaker?
Yeah.
I rest my case. Nobody knew about Peacemaker before the movie.
But it's not about like
he got his own show.
I know, but it's not about like the level of fame or popularity beforehand. It's like, is this a character I want to see more about? I've never seen the Wonder Twins and thought, yes, give me more of the puddle and
The
his
bucket.
Yeah, like I just said I didn't see it. I would have been happy to be proved wrong. But if it's this or the Snyderverse, like, well, that's not even a decision.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So anyway, so Wonder Twins it's not happening. It's not happening.
Yeah. DC canceled the movie. There's not gonna be a movie.
Mhm.
There's rumors that Batgirl might become. It's a movie, but there's room for HBO Max exclusive. But there's rumors that they might get a theater release. There's no concrete yet. We
Okay.
don't know. We'll see.
That'd be cool.
But we saw images of Batgirl.
Mhm.
We saw images of Michael Keaton as Batman. So that's interesting. There's an audience, and I guess depending on the success of Flash, which I'm pretty sure. I mean, I hope they don't screw up because the concept itself is really good. And besides Ezra Miller getting drunk and beating old ladies in Hawaii.
Invading. Yeah.
Anyways, so DC CW also canceled Legends of Tomorrow, a fun show, a different take on superheroes and time travel and magic. They go to places that DC didn't go in the movies that much.
Yeah.
But they also canceled. I mean, that's no surprise. They canceled Batwoman.
The show that should have been good but never ever got
They got
good.
2 seasons, right? 2 seasons?
Was it 2 or 3?
3? Oh gosh,
Didn't make it
it
to
got
3.
3 seasons? Yeah, it got 3 too much.
It just never got good.
Batwoman should be like something you see in some movies, like time travel, different realities, multiverse, and stuff
Great
like that.
multiverse character, yeah.
She should be. She was on the episode of was it Crisis? It was a Crisis, right?
Yeah, it was Crisis.
She was there,
Yeah.
like the guy that was a reporter on the Batman 1989 was, like a Robin from the 60s, Adam West, and Burt Yard, I think is his name.
Something like that,
Yeah.
yeah.
It should be just like that. Or like Kevin Conroy was the Batman on that show too.
Yes.
That's it. It was a nice reference. It's good. Don't give her a show, because to give a show to anyone in the Bat family without Batman, it's tough. It's almost impossible. And they proved me right. You can't. They say, "Oh, Batman is gone." You know, in Gotham. Okay, so Batman is gone. Where's Alfred? Where's Dick Grayson?
Yeah.
Where's Jason Todd? Where's Tim Drake? Where's what's the girl's name? Oh my gosh, I can't remember.
Barbara?
The Barbara. Where's
Yeah.
the jumper? Where's the huntress? That's like
Oh, I know. And there were so many great female characters because it was a very like female-led, female-driven show, and I feel like there were so many great female characters they could have gone to that they didn't even touch on, and instead we spent all this time with. We've talked about it before. There's no need to beat a dead horse.
Yeah.
The show was like just handicapped from the start, and there still was some potential, and they just never got there.
Yeah.
It was really disappointing.
And they were trying to, let's reset this. Batman is gone. Everybody is gone. I mean, there was an Alfred. There was everybody is gone. The villains are gone magically. The villains stopped being.
Yeah.
But then they start. We need to bring those villains back, and then start bringing. The first was what's about Tommy Elliott, Hush, and then Poison Ivy, and then they start bringing the whole rogue gallery of Batman villain to the show, and it's like, and there's still no Batman, and then the main actress left. They had to cast the different actors, and for their checklist, she not only had to be gay because the character is gay, but she had to be black, so they cast a black girl. So
although to be fair, I felt she was a big improvement over the original Ruby Rose.
But it was
all due
not.
respect to Ruby Rose.
But it was not.
This next girl was much better.
Because she was black, it wouldn't be a recast. It would have to be a different character, and then they create this story. She found the thing. Anyways, it's like a lot. The show lasted, in my opinion, way too long.
Yeah, it was. I'll be honest. I enjoyed the first part of the pilot, and then about halfway through the pilot, I was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
This is boring.
Villains, there are villains, but again, that's not even news.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, we are not shedding any tears over the end of Batwoman. Legends, I've really enjoyed Legends.
I hope they find a way to, because Legends, the producer said, hey, I played Chicken with the, I can't remember what he said, the executives, the company. I played Chicken with them and I lost because he was one of those that at the end of the season, and he does that, they do that all the time, the show runs. At the end of the season, they don't finish, they don't close it up. He leaves, and this guy leaves it open every season. It's like, oh wow, what's gonna happen? Yep. So he said, I played Chicken and I lost, so he didn't finish. No. So we hope we're gonna see a special, a movie, something to close it up.
That'd be nice. The show's been on long enough that I'm not too upset about it being canceled. I'd rather a show end while it's still good than like drag on and on. Like, yeah, but
yeah.
The Flash.
Anyways,
so that happened. Yeah.
So we talked about Space Force cancellations.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Spaceman. William Shatner. So Elon Musk bought Twitter by $46 billion.
No, 43.
43.
Only 43.
44. It was 43.6, and then they wrote
up
to
rounds
44.
Up.
Yeah,
okay,
44.
Either way.
So he bought it, and there's a lot of commotion. People that loved him is hating him, leaving Twitter everywhere because how could this guy that has money,
a billionaire own something,
buy something proper? It's not stealing. He's buying, and he's buying with the money he earned from the same people that hate him now. Anyways, that's not the case. There's a lot of people leaving Twitter. It's like, Twitter's it's over. Twitter's bad, and that's funny because I
honestly don't get it.
I heard some sound bites from that famous Twitter libs of TikTok. Not Twitter. It is Twitter, right?
Yeah, Libs of TikTok is the Twitter.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people saying, I'm deactivating my account. And I was like, why they're not excluding their account?
What do you mean excluding their account?
Deactivating is like when you suspend. Excluding it was like when you delete all information from there and you cannot come back. Deactivating is when you come back. It's like, interesting.
I suspect they mean that. That's what I've always assumed.
I mean, it's pretty clear the definition. It's like when there's a deactivate, it's like you suspend. It's like you delete. Anyways, that's not the case. So there's a lot of people leaving. But William Shatner came to Twitter and said, no, I'm not leaving because, what's his bucket? Elon Musk is adorbs and I would like to take this opportunity to tell him that I want to be the new face of Twitter, right?
Yeah.
And Elon Musk respond like I don't know, most of us would. You will always be my captain. Yeah.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
So yeah, that's a fun, cute news of
Yeah.
Twitter doing this Twitter verse of madness moment.
It really is madness.
Yeah.
I never got super into Twitter. I tried, but I never did. But like, I just am not convinced that things are gonna change that much.
I have an account on Twitter, but I kept the account, didn't delete or deactivate for any reason, because I always, I mean, now I think it happens less, but back in a couple of years ago, even decade, there was a lot of sweepstakes and promotions, and I was like, retweet this and you're gonna win this, so I kept only for that reason.
Yeah. Good times.
And you might see some my PlayStation Network, because it shares pictures and videos from straight from the PlayStation there. So yeah, it's probably the only thing that is not actually tweeting text and stuff. Anyways.
Okay. Let's talk about some more movies and shows coming out. John Watts is out of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, some people are happy, some people are intrigued. He did a terrific job on No Way Home. But the other two,
you might say it was fantastic.
But the other two, what's it called? The first one, Homecoming. Second one,
it was Far From Home.
Far From Home.
Yeah.
Was either the first one was Iron Man spin-off kind of.
And the second one was
the second
also...
one, they still had a lot of
yeah.
If anything, they work really well as a trio all together.
Yeah.
Watching them all together, especially the second and the third. The second and the third, because the third starts right on where the second
it does.
ends. Even though there's like some timing issues there, because they talk about summer. And, anyways, so but yeah.
But honestly, No Way Home is the only one that I would really want to watch again.
Yeah.
The first two were fun. I really enjoyed them. But if you were to say, hey, let's watch a Spider-Man movie, No Way Home is the one.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, I mean, the other ones were important to introduce characters that have importance on the third one.
His bestie.
Even though I still don't know how Ned learned how to use Doctor Strange thing that he suffered to learn from. Anyways.
Well, I guess not everybody has to suffer.
Maybe some writers that
maybe
don't
Ned
suffer.
Is so
they just put it there. They will not notice. It's the device. It's not the person. It's like, no, it's the person. Anyways.
What do they call it? A Deus Ex Machina?
Yes.
Just like something that suddenly, somehow,
pop into my.
Somehow, Ned uses the sling ring.
Anyways, but so yeah, I don't know if it's terrible news. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get someone good, if not better, to do Fantastic Four, and I was excited for Fantastic Four. I always love the characters. It's one of my favorite books. It's a family affair. And they got married. It was big in the books.
Yeah.
They have kids, and they have kids like that goes. The Richards go so far in the future. It's very interesting. The guy's a genius. You know, it's very interesting.
I think there's a lot of room for him now in the MCU because with well, wait, was this going to be part of the MCU or is this still Sony?
What? Fantastic Four. No, Fantastic Four is full on MCU.
Yeah.
So, it used to be Fox, but Marvel bought Fox. I mean, Disney bought Fox.
That's right. Okay. So there's room because, like, with, I mean, in the comic books, I feel like there's a lot more room for a lot of characters and for things to get very big. But in the MCU, it needs to be a little bit tidier. Yeah, a little bit tidier. And so with Tony gone, there's, maybe Reed can step into that, super genius type.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, genius philanthropist, millionaire, whatever he says, right? Well,
yeah.
Reed is not philanthropist. I guess he has it somehow.
Yeah, but like the genius wealthy tech guy.
Yeah. But that was hints. I mean, we thought it was hints on WandaVision. You know, there's the sword,
That's
and there was
right.
but then it turned out to be a big tease. But we don't know. I'm
So many
I'm
teases.
still very excited for Fantastic Four. There's the possibilities are grand,
They are.
especially because of reasons I can't disclose. But anyways,
There's a couple other, some other news from the MCU. Some release dates got flipped around. So Ant-Man 3 is now coming out February 17th of 2023.
okay.
And The Marvels, which is the Captain Marvel sequel, will be coming out in July of next year. So
interesting. So
yeah.
they put
They switched them around.
they switch Marvels to the summer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's late summer. When it's June, you said?
July.
July,
So yeah, it's like the end of July, so it is late
Yeah.
summer. Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know what that means.
Huh. It's a bold move because
Yeah.
they're putting her to compete against all the summer movies. When
Okay.
February is the safe bet because, you know, it's February. There's not a lot to compete with.
Sure. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Is Brie Larson confirmed for this one?
Yeah.
Because it is called The Marvels. I'm
it's
hoping
because
we get
it's gonna
to
be
see.
it's gonna be her. It's gonna be Monica Rambeau.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping
and
for.
also the Marvel girl from the show that's coming soon on Disney
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're gonna put that out together, and because you know,
Good.
Brie Larson couldn't do it by herself because well, you saw the first one.
I did, and like I enjoyed the first one when I was watching it, and I have never, not once ever, thought, oh hey, I'd like to see that again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
It's yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's a buddy movie, but with girls. In this case, 3 girls.
But then, well, yeah.
Yeah.
But Monica Rambeau in WandaVision, I would really love to see more of her. At least the way they set her up there. She seems...
I mean, in my head, not knowing much about the movie, I think they're gonna clash because Monica didn't have good things to say about Captain Marvel.
That's true.
And
that is what supers do.
There's some rancor, and they're gonna
fight.
And you know, it's always a trope. They put superhero against superheroes.
They'll fight, and then they'll come to an understanding.
And you know, especially when you have writers that don't know how to write villains, so they're gonna put the heroes against each other.
Yeah.
But then they will forgive each other pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what MCU heroes do.
Well, that's what they need to do. Okay, Viola Davis and Suicide Squad. What's happening there?
Yes, it was announced that the Viola Davis is gonna have a spin-off for DC. I mean, she was the leader of the Suicide Squad, so I don't know. Viola Davis is a great actress.
Yeah.
And she's like a powerful woman in the DC universe. She has power and she has access to intel that she's both could be a great ally or a threat.
It's true, because she has all of that, but she's unhindered by any kind of like ethical, moral type code. So.
And also has could be some sort of spy checkmate. Oof, I would love to see a checkmate show. Yeah, checkmate is like super spies in the DC universe.
Oh, cool.
It's an obscure comic book because you know it's not superheroes. It's like spies, humans that you know try to do their best. Yeah.
That would totally fit with Amanda Waller too.
Yeah.
Is she part of Checkmate, or is that just?
Oh, she's that government authority that I think at a moment or another she oversaw Checkmate but yeah.
Cool.
If you have Waller and Barbara Gordon. Because the newer version of Checkmate, Barbara Gordon is as Oracle. She is part of the,
Yes, Oracle. That's a good Batman character that has not been explored or developed very much on screen.
Yeah.
And I would like to see that.
She is the OG woman behind the what's it called?
Yeah, the girl in the chair.
The girl in the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, so cool.
And
it's such a great story too, that like out of just like horrific tragedy and trauma, she comes back and still finds a way to like to be herself and to fight crime and be I just think it's very cool. Big fan. Anyway.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad is not the only franchise getting a spin-off. A Quiet Place is getting a show, movie?
A movie.
Movie? Okay.
A Quiet Place. They won.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we know. That's like we got from CinemaCon, and yeah.
Yep. So that is happening. Let's switch to some other like more pop culture stuff. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has got some pretty interesting nominees, inductees.
Yes, among Eurythmics, whatever they say that. Eurythmics.
Mm-hmm.
We have
not my rhythmics, your rhythmics.
Yeah, my rhythmics. We have Dolly Parton,
mm-hmm.
Eminem,
Mm-hmm.
Pat Lenara, something like that.
Nope, Pat Benatar.
Benatar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carly Simon.
Lionel
Richie, and Duran Duran.
Yeah. So
there's actually some drama, some kerfuffle, if you will, over Dolly Parton getting nominated because she's a country star. She's not rock and roll at all. And in fact, she did ask for her name to be removed from the ballot because she didn't want to split votes. She didn't want to take this from somebody who, in her words, had truly earned it. But I guess it was too late, or the Hall of Fame said no. And so she said...
Their standards change. You know, like Eminem is getting nominated.
Yeah, I would say that, yeah.
And all the rappers got it too. It's,
yeah. But anyway, I'm just saying this because Dolly Parton is, like, just so lovely.
Yeah.
And she was saying, hey, like, I don't know if... Anyway, so she has said that if she does get in and she performs there, she's going to do her very best to do, like, the most, like, hard rock and roll. Like, she's going to really honor the genre. And she is thinking about doing a rock and roll album. Like, getting together some of, like, the old classic rock and roll stars. She wants to do, like, a version of Satisfaction.
Oh, wow.
I can already hear it. It's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, she's great.
She's a
fun fact about her, we were talking about Elon Musk, and some people are hating on him for many reasons, including the fact that he's really rich. She is really rich.
Yeah.
Fun fact about her. She has
all the facts about her are fun.
Dolly, what's it called? Dollywood. Yeah. She gives scholarships, full ride for people that work at Dollywood. So.
I'm telling you. Yeah. I've never heard anything about Dolly Parton that made me think, oh no. Everything I learned about her, this is... love her. Just this little ray of wholesome sunshine. Okay, the daytime Emmys were really impressed with Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson is the new queen of daytime. Ellen DeGeneres is dead. Long live Kelly Clarkson. So even before ending her final season, Ellen DeGeneres kind of fell in disgrace at the Emmy nominations. She didn't get the best host, as she got several other times.
Yeah.
She didn't get the best talk show, daytime talk show, as she always got. The show got 1 or 2 nominations for technical aspects, but Kelly Clarkson got them all, and probably gonna win.
Yeah. So good for Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
She was the first winner of American Idol.
She was the first?
Yeah.
And she won? I thought she didn't win.
No, she won.
Who didn't win? It is big.
Everybody else.
Jennifer Hudson. She didn't win, right?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah, anyway, I think it was the same year as Kelly Clarkson. Yeah.
The only two I really remember were Kelly Clarkson, and then the next year Carrie Underwood won, and she also stayed pretty big.
Yeah. Okay.
David Archuleta competed. He's not like huge, but we live here in Utah, so he's still kind of a big deal here. Anyway, yeah. So good for Kelly Clarkson. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like that. She's gotten so many. Get it?
No.
Okay, that's the song that won her American Idol.
Okay.
Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this.
Okay.
Anyways, last but not least, we got a trailer for House of Dragons.
House of the Dragon.
Of the Dragon. I just wanted more dragons, I guess.
The Game of Thrones spin-off that takes years, thousands of years, hundreds of years, I can't remember. It's before. A while. It's not connected. It's like you can see, this is like young Robert Baratheon or young Tony Stark. Not Tony Stark.
Nope.
His name? Rob Stark? No, that's the son.
Oh, shoot. Ned?
Ned Stark.
Yeah.
So nothing on that. We see a lot
Which
of people.
I think is great.
We see a lot of people white hair, not
Mm-hmm.
old, but you know the
Yes.
signature
The
hair of the
Targaryen.
Targaryen, the House of the
Mm-hmm.
Dragon, and there's already conflict about they will rather burn the throne before a woman takes the Iron Throne.
Yeah.
So and people still blame Daenerys, for being so nice when she took the throne, right? It was birthright. It was you know.
I
So
guess.
people hate on Targaryens back then. So as a woman,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, it's Game of Thrones. They hate on each other, and they're gonna
I
be
do.
killing
And sometimes they
people.
love each other in ways
They're
that they
gonna
just
have,
shouldn't.
they're gonna be a lot of people screwing other people
Yes.
in many
In
senses of the
every sense
word.
of the
Yeah.
word.
but
And
there'll
I
be
don't think much of it will be good.
but there will be blood and there
Yes.
will be dragons.
Yes.
So it looks fun. I
Yeah?
mean, yeah. Matt Smith is there, and I never watched Doctor Who yet. I will
Mm-hmm.
one day, but
You keep
people that
saying that.
love him, everything I see him, he's despicable, he's evil, he's terrible, and he's on it. So I hope he's gonna do a good bad guy as he's
I
been
think you
doing
will.
on the Crown, on
Mm-hmm.
as he did on Morbius, even though the movie sucked,
Yes.
as he did on Terminator. So yeah,
Yeah, it looks great. It's got me excited about Game of Thrones again, which I have not felt since a certain
yeah.
infamous season
And there was like
8.
and there was like
So
throughout the trailer and like really low. Yeah,
yeah,
it was pretty cool.
yeah. I was like, oh yeah, this is a really good show. I like this. So yeah, it looks fun. I look forward to it. I've already
Yeah,
forgotten the release dates, but
it's June, July 28, 27. It's some day
it's always
soon.
okay.
Yeah. Also soon
Cool.
comes Obi-Wan, and
Yeah.
this week, yesterday was May the 4th, so
Mm-hmm.
May the 4th be with you. There's a lot of news about Star Wars, especially if you're collectors, if you like
Mm-hmm.
Black Series. There's new additions for Princess Leia wearing
Mm-hmm.
in their costumes. The band from Tatooine.
The modal nodes.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
band
that's the
name.
name. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a new Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber.
Yeah. It's
Um,
beautiful.
what else?
The helmet, Darth Vader's helmet.
Darth
It
Vader's
looks
helmet.
so
It
cool.
looks pretty
It
cool.
looks so cool.
And yeah, Obi-Wan is coming soon at the end of this month. We're
Mm-hmm.
excited to see.
There is a new trailer that Disney released yesterday.
Which I didn't see.
Yeah, I
stopped
honestly
seeing.
I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
I want to be
Yeah. Like
surprised.
the Doctor Strange latest trailers. I'm like, nah, I can wait.
Yeah, I'd rather
I
be
know.
surprised.
I know enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's yeah. I have plenty. Besides, you scroll through your social media or through your emails and pop stuff. It's
Yeah.
like putting all that together. I know plenty, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see it. But yeah, so I guess this is it. Next week
Yeah.
we're coming back. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what you're gonna see yet, but we're gonna see stuff. We're gonna finish the first season of Picard that ended yesterday.
Yeah.
We're watching The Flight Attendant,
Mm-hmm.
Severance. Anyways, plenty of stuff. Next week we'll be back with more news
Mm-hmm.
of pop culture. Leave a comment, questions, share, tell your friends. Go to the review section and put 5 stars on our podcast
Mm-hmm.
if you like it, and if you don't like it, lie. Put it anyways. Anyways, may the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.